So the Kardashians have supposedly been banned, or not banned, but they have not been invited to the Met Gala. Now, you're not a culture person, so do you know what the Met Gala is?
It's some event where rich and famous people kiss each other's asses, maybe.
Yes. So the Met Gala is a museum in New York. There's a fundraiser every year where the rich and the famous and people who want to be seen always attend. There's usually a theme, and it's run by Anna Wintour, the editor of Vogue, very influential fashion woman. So the Kardashians have been, they've been here a lot of times. I think last year Kim Kardashian wore like an old Marilyn Monroe dress. There was controversy regarding this. I won't get into it. She's been there with Kanye West. People who are famous, people who are influential, they generally. Oh, Elon Musk has been there.
Yeah, with his mom, right?
Yes.
They should have some, homeless and other stuff just for diversity and inclusion.
I agree. They should, but you know what? They won't because you know what? Rich liberals, they are hypocrites and they don't do that sort of stuff. So apparently this year it doesn't seem like the Kardashians are invited, although that could change. I think there's still time for that to change. And here's why this is important. I know you're thinking, why the fuck does any of this matter? Who gives a fuck?
Exactly.
Yeah, I know.
Like,
That's
like
what you're
I'm
thinking.
thinking this Met Gala is probably as relevant as the Oscars or something, but maybe it's more
It's
relevant.
probably even more relevant because it's more culturally on the nose, right? But here's why it does matter. Even though she's very, very old, Anna Wintour she's a fashion god. She's at the head of fashion. She knows where the wind is blowing. If she is not inviting the Kardashians, what that tells me, and what that tells a lot of people who have analyzed the situation, is that she has assessed perhaps that the wind is blowing away from the Kardashian type person. And when I say Kardashian type person, what do I mean? Well, the Kardashians 10 years ago, they were the pioneers on Instagram of the Kardashian look, the very put together, how like most Instagram quote unquote models they look like a Kardashian. They got the same facial features, they got the same filters, they got everything, they got the same, they have a big ass, whatever. Right?
Mhm.
They all have a kind of the same look. We'll just call it a very artificial look. Perhaps what Anna Wintour is keying in on right now is that the artificial look is going away. And what's in place of it is a more natural look. Gen Z, the youngest generation, or maybe even younger than Gen Z. I don't know what's even younger than that. I'm not young. They want people who look authentic and natural. And they want, like when you're on TikTok, you don't have a very put together, filtered look, right? That's kind of a millennial thing, right? Like here I
Mhm.
am vacationing in the Maldives, and look, I look perfect from head to toe. That's kind of a millennial
Mm. Yeah.
Kardashian sort of thing.
It's
And
all making sense, yeah.
yeah, and Jen,
There's that Be Real app.
yeah, be real. Or wait, I'm not familiar with that. What is that?
Dude, it's I think there's some restrictions about how you can actually
Filter.
take the photo and like you have to use your first take or something, you
Oh,
can't like
okay. So that's a great example, right? So younger generations, they are prioritizing authenticity and like just being your true self. No filters, no this, no that. And the Kardashians are they're the antithesis of that. So she's keying in on this idea that these
well,
guys, this whole thing is on the way out. And we want the
wow.
authentic people, the TikTokers, the no filter people. And here's where I will tie this into technology.
That's incredible. It makes me feel like there's actually hope for this country
I
because
knew I knew you would like that. I knew you would like that because you're
yeah,
you're
this is
anti-filter. I know.
embracing reality as opposed to denying.
And here's how I will tie this into technology. I think nothing happens in a vacuum, right? These things are all intertwined. What thing is happening right now? What's going to put people like the Kardashians, these Instagram very artificial put together Instagram models, what's
Oh
going to
yeah,
put
yeah,
them out of business?
yeah. The AI bots and
AI bots, AI
yeah,
hot women.
yeah. Oh wow, it's
These
so
AI generated women, we'll link a few of them. They're the
yeah.
hottest women I've ever seen. They're not real, of course, but they are the hottest women I've ever seen in my life, right? But, but they are very artificial looking. And of course, how could they not be? They're AI generated. They're artificial looking, right? Kardashians and their Photoshop and their filters and all of that. It was like the first generation of this kind of look. But the AI generated women are iterating on that, and they are going to obsolesce the women like the Kardashians. They cannot compete with the AI generated women. There will always be a place for these AI generated women because Jesus Christ, they're hot. I like looking at them. Somebody will always like looking at them, right? However, on the real human side of it, when you cannot beat the AI generated woman because she will always be hotter than you, what do you need to do? You need to lean into authenticity. I'm a real person. Look I have some flaws, and the Kardashians are just like the opposite of that. So they are on the way out. And I think that is what Anna Wintour not being so hot on the Kardashians anymore. I think that's sort of what it indicates. She knows where the wind is blowing. The wind is blowing towards the authentic people. Of course, they're not going to look as hot. Of course, they're not going to be as good. They're not going to be as voluptuous or whatever. Doesn't matter. That is what's going to be rewarded, the authenticity. On the other end, if you want the super voluptuous, super hot, whatever woman, you're going to go to the AI, right? You're going to go to the AI because they do it better. Edit. She is sniffing out that authenticity, that flawed people. Not flawed, but real, just real, right? Because real people are flawed, right? That is where it is going to be going forward.